Good morning, Panthers. I'm Janelle Rozier, and this is Morgan Calix. Today is Friday, November 19th. Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing for our Panther Pledge. This pledge helps us remember to be safe, be respectful, and be an avid learner.
As a Seminole Trails Panther, I will conduct myself at all times and in all places with honor and respect for myself, my classmates, my teachers, and my school and my community. We will now have a moment of silence.
Our lunch menu for today is Asian Bites, offered with rice with veggies, mini twin cheeseburger, chocolate chip muffin platter, soy butter sandwich platter, or PB&J grape sandwich platter, turkey and cheese sandwich, and steamed edamame. Now over to Janaya Pierre with the weather.
It is currently 76 degrees with a high of 78 degrees, low of 74 degrees with an 80% chance of rain. Now back to our anchors.
Of the day, be the change you wish to be in the world.
November is the month we celebrate Native American Heritage Month. Please stay tuned for a short video after Principal Johnson's message.
Remember, Panthers, Seminole Trails Panthers are safe, respectful, avid learners.
Now, word from Principal Johnson.
Good morning, Panthers, scholars, and future college graduates. Here is your morning message from Principal Johnson. Happy birthday to Justin in 5th grade, Ayana in kindergarten, Jonathan in 5th grade, and Justice in 2nd grade. Happy birthday, Panthers. Don't forget to pick up your birthday pencil. All right, as we move into the Thanksgiving holiday, we know that we have our learning challenge going on, and our goal is to pass 10 iReady lessons, 5 reading, 5 math. We also want you to take some time out to read a book and also practice your math facts using index cards. You can write your multiplication facts, your addition facts, your subtraction facts, and practice your math skills. Students who complete this learning challenge will be invited to an ice cream sundae party when we get back. All right, Panthers, I want you to know that we are thankful for you. And I wanted to share this beautiful video that highlights all the great things that we have going on campus and all of your teachers. Please make sure that you take the day to say thank you to your teachers for their hard work every day. Stay tuned for our video.
Welcome to Seminole Trails Elementary School in West Palm Beach, home of the Panthers, where students are reminded that smart is something you become, not something you are. Our days at Seminole Trails start with the morning meeting. We are a social and emotional learning focused school. Students come together to share stories and their feelings. They are taught problem-solving strategies and learn empathy towards others. Seminole Trails is also an AVID showcase school. AVID stands for Advancement via Individual Determination. Teachers hold students accountable to the highest standards. There is an emphasis on writing, note-taking, and tips on organization skills to help these students become lifelong learners.
All of this helps them to deepen their understanding of all content areas and helps them to be successful in their college and career development.
The key to the learning at Seminole Trails: outstanding teachers who work with the students one-on-one and in small groups. They encourage hands-on learning, teamwork, and collaboration.
Our teachers are amazing. They love on our children, and they really teach to high standards each and every day. They work hard to plan rigorous lessons to meet the needs of each and every student in their classroom.
And the teachers utilize incredible technology available to Seminole Trails students, from laptops to smartboards.
Technology helps our students to remain engaged in this 21st century way of learning and education, and it also helps the teacher to reinforce the necessary skills and strategies needed to be successful in our world.
Seminole Trails has 11 classrooms for students with autism. Smaller class sizes allow teachers to work one-on-one with these special learners. They know how to reach each student to maximize success. At Seminole Trails, we take pride in our accomplishments in the classroom. We believe our future is bright and we will shine our light.
Seminole Trails Elementary School is your best choice. Here we know each and every student by name. We welcome them with a warm welcome, and they know that we have high expectations for each and every one. We work towards our goals, and we will ensure that your student is successful. Panthers, we are so proud of you. Thank you for all you do to help us here become a wonderful school. As always, do the right thing even when no one is looking. Are you being a safe, respectful, avid learner? Have a wonderful Thanksgiving break.
To celebrate Thanksgiving, the class is sharing what we're thankful for. I'm thankful for our family, Becca and Tasha, our dog, and soccer. Thanksgiving is a holiday when family and friends celebrate over a feast or a big meal. It's a time to be thankful and appreciate each other. Good question, Moby. To understand why we celebrate Thanksgiving, you first need to know about the Wampanoag, a group of native people. Who are the Wampanoag? The Wampanoag are made up of different tribes. For thousands of years, they've lived in the area that is now Massachusetts and Rhode Island. When Europeans arrived in the 1500s, the tribes traded with them. Then, the Europeans forced some Wampanoag men into slavery. One of the men was Tisquantum, who was also known as Squanto. You're right, Moby. It was a tough time for the Wampanoag, and things got even tougher. The European explorers brought a disease that the native people couldn't cure. Many Wampanoag got sick, and over half of the population died. Then, in 1620, a ship called the Mayflower arrived on Wampanoag lands. The people on board were from England, and they had left their homes to settle in America. Why did the settlers leave England? In the early 1600s, a group of people in England disagreed with the church and the government. They wanted to leave the country and start their own colony. A colony is a place where people settle far from home. There was already a colony in America called Jamestown, in what is now Virginia, so they headed that way. They sailed on the Mayflower and landed in a place they called Plymouth. It's in the area that is now Massachusetts. Today we call these settlers Pilgrims. Well, They didn't really dress that way, Moby. Over time, people created and shared artwork of the Pilgrims that wasn't really accurate or true. What happened when the Pilgrims landed in Plymouth? The settlers arrived in winter, and many had gotten sick on the voyage. They were cold, tired, and unprepared for the weather. They didn't have enough food, so they stole from a Wampanoag storage pit. I know, Moby, it wasn't right. Massasoit Usamiquin was the Sachem of the Wampanoag. A Sachem is a leader. The word Massasoit means great Sachem, or great leader. Massasoit Usamiquin met with John Carver, the governor of Plymouth Colony. They agreed to keep peace and protect and help each other. Squanto, the Wampanoag who was forced into slavery, had made his way back home. He spoke English and taught the Pilgrims how to grow crops. He also showed them around the area. One day, the Wampanoag heard loud noises coming from the Plymouth colony. Massasoit Usamiquin and a large group of men went to see if the settlers needed help. Turns out, they were having a feast to celebrate the harvest. The Wampanoag and the settlers decided to join together, but there wasn't enough food. So the Wampanoag hunted and brought more food so there'd be enough for everyone. The feast lasted 3 days. They ate seafood, squash, berries, nuts, and venison, which is deer meat. There was peace between the Wampanoag and the settlers for a while. Then, more settlers moved onto Wampanoag land and created laws that were not fair to the native people. Eventually, war broke out. In the end, the settlers won and forced the Wampanoag to leave their homes. The native people had to dress, pray, and live like the settlers. Over time, people began a tradition of sharing a big meal in the fall, similar to the one had by the Wampanoag and Pilgrims. In 1863, President Abraham Lincoln made Thanksgiving an official holiday. He hoped it would bring people together in peace during the Civil War. Now we celebrate Thanksgiving on the 4th Thursday of November. How do we celebrate Thanksgiving today? Every family has their own Thanksgiving traditions and foods. A lot of families eat turkey and stuffing, mashed potatoes, green beans, and pumpkin pie. But each family is different. Americans come from all over the world, and many families share food from their cultures to celebrate Thanksgiving. Rosie's family is from Guatemala, and they always eat tamales on Thanksgiving. Priscilla is from the Philippines, and their feast includes lumpia, a roll filled with meat and vegetables. No matter what people eat, Thanksgiving is about spending time together. It's also a time to remember our past. Today, the Wampanoag and Native people across the country gather on Thanksgiving to remember their ancestors and the challenges they faced. It's just as important to understand our history as it is to appreciate all the important things in our lives. What are you thankful for, Moby? Spoons, cabbages, boogers, and Tim? Tim? But what about me? Or Grandpop, or Mia?
Hey, Moby, ready to go out and play? Oh, hi, Annie.